Hello everybody. Going live once again with some Space Cadet Pinball. Getting things set up here. Alrighty, so I'm bringing back some Space Cadet Pinball. This was fun the other day. Let me know how everything sounds. I was just doing some audio adjustment. Always got to balance this incredible music with my voice, so let me know. So let's get going. I wanted to hop on today because I'm going to be at the Texas Pinball Festival later this week, and I just had a pinball tournament yesterday, so I'm in a pinball kind of mood. So wanted to bring it back here and try out some of everyone's favorite pinball game, Space Cadet Pinball. Which before this I did try to install. I know that there were, this game actually came from some other, like a set of 6 pinball tables. Only one of them was made a default one for Windows though, and obviously this is the one that became popular. But I was having trouble getting it installed, so I'll have to try that again for next time. Yeah, I'll be at Texas Pinball Festival the March 15th through 17th hanging out. So if you'll be there and see me, say hi. I'll be competing in the Classics tournament and the Women's tournament, and I'll be helping stream some commentary on Twitch for Wormhole Pinball, who is what my hat is from. Always love doing some streaming, and they're going to have a bunch of great games there for the Wizards tournament, which has like, I think it's like 160 people that'll be competing. And I'll also be in the Classics, which has about 240 people competing, and Women's, which I think is it's a much smaller group, more around 100? Actually, I think it's like 68. So, yeah, looking forward to the Texas Pinball Festival. And in the meantime, I went to a pinball tournament yesterday, and I placed 6th out of 21st yesterday, which means I just missed finals. The top 4 made the finals. But that's okay. I was like an hour 10 drive from my house, so I was happy to be able to get home, get as high as I could without having to play the finals, so I'll take that. Hello everyone, thanks for joining for some Space Cadet Pinball once again. This is my favorite thing to stream. I've got to do the nostalgia throwback, and I'm prepping for the Texas Pinball Festival this time, so not that this is like perfect practice, but just getting in that pinball mood before I head off to Frisco, Texas at the end of this week. And I mentioned I will be competing in 2 of the tournaments at the Texas Pinball Festival, as well as helping stream on Twitch the finals for Wormhole Pinball, who's what my hat is for. So if you want to see some real-life pinball action, highly recommend checking out Wormhole's Twitch stream. Only game stream you're interested in? Well, good. I have to say, I did try to look into the other tables that this was like a part of the package of, because I didn't realize that this game was actually one of like 6 that were made in a package. Originally, this is just the one that became the most popular because it was made default on Windows. So it's the one that everyone knows, but there's actually a few other tables, so I'm trying to get those installed to play them for one of the future streams as well. Yes, this game still exists, kind of. It doesn't come default on machines anymore, but you can download it. I got it off of GitHub, so people have kind of preserved it so that you can still get it. I found instructions off of a PC Mag article to be able to get it installed. But you can also download or play a browser version of it that doesn't require you to download anything as well. So if you Google it, you'll be able to find it. Hello everyone, thanks for joining. Just doing some warm-up here and playing some Space Cadet Pinball. I am a pinball player in real life, so I'm getting prepped for the Texas Pinball Festival later this week, and playing the most nostalgic, amazing pinball game that got me into pinball originally. I didn't, necessarily play competitive pinball right around this era. I started about 2 years ago, but I definitely credit this as what got me into pinball in the first place. So, still hoping that at some point someone makes a real-life version of this machine. I looked up, I think someone had started a project to do it, but there's certain elements of it that are hard to recreate in real life. So like if you see on the left side where the bumpers are like raised up on an upper platform, that's actually pretty hard to do on an actual pinball machine, because bumpers that throw the ball around actually have to go like straight into the playfield with electronics that go under it. So it's not the easiest thing to recreate, but I want someone to get as close as possible, because this would be the coolest homebrew pinball machine of all time. And as you see up there, my high score, which I got on last stream, was just a little over 9 million. I doubt I'll be able to get close to that again. That felt like a very good attempt. Don't know if I'm in the zone enough, but yeah, so having fun just playing it a bit. Thanks to everyone who's new. I, for reference, make pinball content as well as space and science content. I have a mechanical engineering background, worked for NASA for a number of years, and now run my own science communication business and play pinball for fun on the side. Okay, I need to refuel my ship over there. See if I can hit the ramp. Learn all the shots. Why did I leave NASA? I was there for around 4 years, and although I really enjoyed it, I also really like entrepreneurship and being able to have a little bit more artistic freedom. NASA is a super cool place, but it has a lot of bureaucracy and a lot of meetings. So it was a really great place to, I think, like train as a science communicator, but now I get to be able to do, science writing, social media, video work with a bunch of places, ranging from, museums to other different like engineering companies and things like that. I just made a LinkedIn learning course about how to help engineers be better communicators. So just someone likes to bounce between a lot of things, so it lets me kind of pursue that. Yes, let's go pinball. I'm a big pinball fan. I love that this virtual pinball lets you get into nostalgia and play some pinball at home. I don't know about you, but I can't afford having a full arcade at my house, unlike some of the people I know. I do own one pinball machine, which currently has a bad coil, so a couple of the slings, the things on like the left and right side that throw it around, are currently dead on it. It's like a cocktail machine from 1970s. You can like sit down and play it. It's like a journalist for the science world. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I actually worked as a journalist for MIT Tech Review, which is kind of like Wired, but owned by MIT for a couple of years as well, actually as a journalist. I still do some writing for places like engineering.com and stuff like that. And yeah, I'm able to take on a lot of different projects. I even did do some social media for a pinball company, Barrels of Fun, who made a new Labyrinth pinball machine, and I helped them out as they're getting going. So, do you all remember any of your high scores on this? If you played this when you were a kid, can you remember any of your high scores? Because a lot of people, like last time I was doing this, some people really remember. They were like, yeah, I had like 5 million, 6 million, some got tens of millions. Yeah, hundreds of hours on this, same. I played this all the time by myself during my computer time, and with my dad. Oh yes, okay, so I know there are some cheat codes for this. I know you put hidden test over there. I don't know if all of them work in this emulator. I did try it last time and it wasn't working perfect. Over 90 million. Wow, you must have played for a long time to get that score. But yeah, I know there's some other cheat codes that let you get like extra balls and things like that too. So I'll have to go through and test them all out at some point. People always want to do a hidden test for sure. Alright, so I need 5 attack bumper hits for this mission. I need to send it up there. Of course I hit it up there, hit nothing. Once you realize there was a mission, it was over. Yeah, that does happen sometimes. Alright, I got 3 bumper hits left, 2. Oh yeah, the music is wonderful. I don't even think I played with the music when I was a kid. I feel like my dad must have turned it off or something because it got annoying, but I play with it on all the time now. Okay, still need those bumper hits, man. Just keep missing them. You're pretty sure your parents still have the computer? Oh, you gotta check it out. Or, okay, so you can look it up and find it on Play on browser right now. Perfect, got that mission done. Yeah, where do you play it? I was able to download it via on GitHub, but I know some people have said that it is available on like an iOS app and Google Play app of some kind. Usually turn off the sound effects to jam out. Okay, so just music. That's funny. I've never tried playing it with just music, no sound effects. I feel like the sound effects are kind of essential for the game. That's one of my favorite parts, just the futuristic sounds of it. Alright, got a new mission. Gotta do 3 launches, got 1 done. Alright, so I gotta hit it up on that side platform. Yeah, so much nostalgia, right? Play with your Napster, yes. Song playlist. Alright, so I always have to take a poll. Oh, I worked at NASA Johnson. That's where I worked at. So I'm in Houston, Texas. Hence why I'm going to the Texas Pinball Festival this coming week. Okay, passed my launch training. But yeah, whenever I stream this, I always have to ask, if you played this, how old are you now? Because it's always interesting to see the age range that this game impacted. So if you played this, what is your current age? I am 29 for reference. Okay, we got 36. Okay, so oldest right now, I think we got 45, 26, 24, 22, 47. Okay, I think 22 to 56 we've got. 19. Wow. 500. Perfect. Okay, yeah, that's a pretty good range. Honestly, I'm like, I feel like this is one of the games that has impacted, like, the widest range of ages of people. It's just, it, like, has so much nostalgia and staying power. Big fan of my adventures. Thank you very much. Appreciate you joining the live, too. You know, for reference, I recently came back from an ocean expedition as well that I was out for 2 months on. If you go back, I have a playlist of that, which sadly I did not play pinball out at sea except for virtual pinball on my Nintendo Switch, but that's why I'm kind of binging on a ton of pinball now that I am back on land where pinball is a little more accessible. Yeah, Minesweeper, also a good one. Probably a little less action-packed, is not as fun to stream, but yeah, maybe I'll pull out some Spider Solitaire and Incredible Minesweeper at some point. Yeah, some big memories and nostalgia for sure. So yeah, this is one that I downloaded off of GitHub, but if you wanted to test it out, there is a browser version, and you can download it as well if you want to bring that back. Oh, Free Cell. You know, I didn't play Free Cell as much. I was much more on the solitaire side when it came to cards, but I did play that some. Terrible Place. I vaguely remember that, but I don't remember where that is from. Yeah, totally. Look this up and play it too. It's free and out there just from people who've kind of preserved the files from the past versions of Windows. And I mentioned this at the beginning, but so this actually came from a like pinball game that had 6 tables on it, but this is the one that got really popular. And so this is one everyone knows, but there are other ones that are very similar, just with different themes. Like I think there's like a mad scientist one and like a pirate theme and things like that. So I'm trying to get those downloaded, but I had a little bit of trouble doing it before this stream, so I decided just to go original Space Cadet again. I know, there's others, right? That's what I said when I found this out. And also, like, the original had different art. Like, the one on the right where it says 3D Pinball Space Cadet right now, that's what I'm used to, like the little cartoony guy. But apparently there was, like, a much more, like, realistic picture of, like, a shuttle that was on the actual game. And it was just changed when it was put on the default windows. Yeah, my dad and I also played this together all the time, Justin. It was bonding for sure. We also had like one real pinball table at my local like place near where I grew up, Mel's Hot Dogs. I think they had Funhouse, if you're familiar with that pinball machine, where there's this like rude guy that yells at you, Rudy, and you have to like hit him in the mouth with a pinball. So that was my prime pinball when I was growing up, but now I play a bunch of pinball machines since I play in tournaments and things in real life. So do any of you actually play pinball in real life as well? Like I said, I'm going to the Texas Pinball Festival later this week. Oh! Alright, I didn't beat my 9 million high score, but I did get my number 2 high score, so I gotta enter in my initials on my screen. Woohoo! Alright, let's see how we can do the next time. Usually after I have a good game, I have one that just goes immediately bad after that, so we'll see how this goes. If you want this to ship in Helldivers 2, that would be fantastic. I have not played Helldivers 2 yet, but I have watched some streams of it. If you're familiar with the McElroy brothers, I watched a very funny stream of theirs playing it this past week, I think. And I have to say I'm excited for Texas Pinball Festival this week because there's going to be some new pinball machines there. So if you're familiar with Stern, who's like the big pinball manufacturer, they just recently released Jaws. And I have played like one game on Jaws in tournament, but I like had never played it before, so it was really hard to kind of learn it on the fly. So I'm excited to play that. There's also a new Princess Bride game and a new barbecue themed game. So I'll be playing those this week and might make some videos about it. We'll see. Okay, yes, pinball festivals are definitely kind of loud. So Houston Arcade Expo is my favorite one, and they also blast music extremely loud. Like, they have like live bands. It's an absolute party. But yeah, it can be a little overwhelming with sounds. You can adjust the volume on like real life pinball machines, so you can change it a little bit. But that's only on some of the newer ones. Oh, how do you tilt? There is nudging. So here, I don't know if you saw, but I like moved the table just now. Like, it told me to be careful. It has some keys that you can like right and left nudge and forward nudge it. I tend to not too much because like sometimes I'll just hit the button once and it'll tilt the table, and I don't really want to risk that. Yeah, it's just a tiny little shake. We got 43 million on it. Whew. Again, it just takes so long to get to some of those high scores. You must have been playing that forever. So I'm playing this on a downloaded version of someone that posted it on GitHub, but you can find a browser version of it if you just Google it to be able to play it as well if you want the Throwback too. So what does the nudging do? So in real life, when you're playing pinball, in competitive pinball, you have to move the machine to be able to like save the ball. So if it's going to go out, like, and you want your flipper to hit it, you like nudge the machine side to side or nudge it forward to like bounce it out of the out lanes or keep it towards the center so you can control it more. So that's the same thing when you do it virtually too. You're trying to kind of like save the ball or control its motion. But that's a huge part of competitive pinball, is learning how to nudge, but not nudge too much, because if you nudge too much, you tilt the game. And so you get usually a couple warnings, where on this one it says careful if you're trying to nudge it, and you get a danger. Different machines have other controls, but usually it's you get 2 dangers and then the machine will tilt, unless it's a really old machine. And then sometimes tilt ends game just off of one big motion. Your best was 23 million. That's also very good. Explain to me about score matches at the end of the game. Okay, so yeah, it's like a randomized thing that's in the processing of the game. Different eras of games match differently. But the idea is it's based on luck. and the last 2 digits of your score determine if you match to a randomized reel that goes in the computer. If you match that, you get a free game. The other way is to hit a replay score on a machine to get a free game. And you can keep playing. If you're very good, you can continue to get the replay score and hopefully only have to pay to play once. I'm not that great, but yeah. So, get all 3 lights at the top. You know, honestly, I'm better at this when I'm not also focusing on chat, but yeah, sometimes I will miss the lights at the top. I know you're supposed to get all 3 lit, but I keep looking over at the side and accidentally scrolling and missing it. Multi-ball in this game is crazy. I haven't gotten multi-ball. How do you actually do that? I have to look that up. I don't know if there's like multiple versions of this, because someone mentioned that last time, but I have gotten and defeated the aliens of this. Someone else asked what the goal was. There's a few different things you can kind of work towards, but if you complete enough modes, you defeat like I think they were called xenomorphs, but in the game. And you can also get Gravity Well, which like sucks your ball towards the center. And it's a very cool effect. But you basically want to defeat a bunch of different modes is the primary goal, and like up your rank. Alright, I think I need some more ship fuel. See if I can get that. There we go. Elvira's favorite pinball game. Which Elvira? Because there's a number of them now. There's, I can't remember exactly the name. There's a house-themed one, Scared Stiff, and I believe one more. There's even a new blood red version of Elvira that Stern put out relatively recently. Yeah, the Gravity Well was extremely cool. I like that they put that in. It's a fun feature. In real life, in competitive pinball, magnets are like not your friend, because they will often be one of the least controllable things in the game and can like just throw your ball out. Original Elvira, nice. It's probably Scared Stiff. Yes, welcome to Millennial TikTok. We are playing Space Cadet. Oh, and thank you to James for the rose they sent a little while back. Sorry I missed that. And thank you to all of you who are watching. We've got, I think, over 200 people right now for Millennial Space Cadet TikTok here. Just playing, chatting about all things pinball, millennial, and space. I used to work at NASA, so happy to talk about space stuff. I mentioned I'll be at the Texas Pinball Festival starting, I get there on Thursday in Frisco, Texas, so super excited to be able to go that. It'll be my first one of those. And so I'll get to play some pinball in person as well as virtually. What I do at NASA? I was a science communication specialist for the International Space Station, which basically means I was a storyteller about all of the science that we conduct on the space station. So I got to learn about all the different types of research and be able to help explain it to the public. So sometimes that was writing, sometimes it was social media, sometimes it's helping other people learn to be able to explain it, ranging from different high-level NASA people to astronauts themselves, because astronauts conduct hundreds of experiments during their time in orbit, and they have to be able to learn about them all and explain them. You haven't thought about this game in a while, right? I'd say that, except I think about this a lot because I'm in the pinball world and very much love this game, so always look for any excuse to be able to play it. Oh, you just started working for NASA. Congratulations! That's awesome. What are you going to be doing for NASA and the ISS? It's a really cool program to be able to work for. So much science that happens up there. Alright, let's start a new one here. I seem to alternate between one really good game and one not so great one, and you'll have to forgive me since I'm reading chat. I'm maybe not playing at my optimum. How long have you been playing pinball? So, I've played pinball since I was a kid, but competitively about a year and a half. I started, my first official competitive tournament was September 2022. And I've been up in my rank since. I'm, I think, 150th of women pinball players right now. And I'm like 4,500 overall, just because like women's rankings are done separately than overall, and I play a lot of women's only tournaments. I actually was at one yesterday and I got 6 out of 21, but I'm still kind of getting back in the swing of things after not playing for a few months because I was on an ocean expedition where there are not great pinball on ships, so I'm kind of getting back to it. Oregon Trail was also a great one. That one was, I played this one with my dad and I played Oregon Trail with my mom a lot. And thank you to everyone who's been following. I appreciate all the new followers popping in and joining for all the pinball-based science content, all that good stuff. My highest score on here, so I don't remember what I got as a kid, but since I've started playing a few times more recently, it's what's up on screen, the 9 million-ish points. I've gotten consistently a number of scores between 3 and 6, but while streaming, 9 million is my highest. And sadly, I have no secret alien news to be able to share. I always say scientists are like the worst people at keeping secrets. If they discover something, they instantly want to share it. So I feel like when we find aliens, we will know. I do have a Stern Insider account. Yes. I honestly don't use it as much as I should. I don't scan in all the time when I'm playing the games. I track more of my scores on Pin2Go, if you are on there, which is where people tend to track their competitive pinball scores outside of the modern Stern games. Alright, so I need some more attack bumper hits, so I need to hit it up top. Hope we can get some more bouncing around to complete this mission. How did I dodge all of them up there? I had to nudge it out of there. It got stuck. Wow. Love pinball, but not really want to take it serious with tournaments. That's totally reasonable. I've just had a lot of fun being able to get to know people in the community through tournaments. It's like the way that pinball pairs you up in groups, it's like a really great way to meet other people who are passionate about this. You don't have to be serious about it, but it's a fun way to like get out and meet people who are also nerds about pinball. And I will say my husband is also like that. I was got into pinball first, and while I was on my ocean expedition, he started to get into it more, but he's more in the hang out, love to play a few games, but not exactly compete. Yeah, I gotta do some crazy throwbacks here with the most millennial game of all time. Which apparently, I think it hit Gen Z some too. I did earlier a poll of how old everyone is who actually played this game when it was on the computer. We got everywhere from like 19 to 65, I think. So millennials can't take all the credit for this one. Yeah, Freddy Fish, so good. Putt-Putt was my favorite of like that type of game, but Freddy Fish is also great. I think I played like one Pajama Sam game. Is there like another Fox one? I can't remember exactly. A Spy Fox, yes, thank you. But yeah, Putt-Putt was my go-to. Okay, Seven Kingdoms. No, I don't think so. What was that type of game? Too many hours in this in 1988? Yeah. For me, it was probably more around the 2000 era to like a little after. Yeah, nice. You're a pinball regular now. Cool. Yeah, so I know other people had asked, if you want to play this, you can download the version for your computer from GitHub of someone who posted the code. Or there is a browser version, so if you don't want to download it, if you just Google it, you'll be able to find it with Windows Space Cadet. Or 3D Pinball Space Cadet. Those are the things to look. Yeah, I know. I need to work on actually nudging this game, because I'm better at nudging in real life than I am on virtual pinball. I also play on my iPad with they have like a Williams app, which Williams is one of the major pinball manufacturers from the past. and so you can play a lot of old ones. I never had a cell and no Wi-Fi. This game came in clutch. Yeah, it was that and Solitaire, Minesweeper, the classics. Alright. Ball 3 here. Need another mission, so I gotta get up that ramp. 2004 vibes, you're 31? Yeah, I'm 29, so I understand. Yes, the classic music. I've got to play the music. It has the option to turn it off, but I'm on stream. You gotta have this in the background, right? It creates the atmosphere, puts you back in your home desktop computer in 2005. Love Williams tables. Yeah, Arabian Nights and yes, I think, or Dark Knight. Is it Black Knight? I think is probably what you're thinking of. That's a super fun one. I had like a Wii game that had a bunch of the Williams games on it too, and I really liked the Black Knight table on that one. A crime to mute the music. I said that's what I think my parents did, because I didn't know this existed, and maybe they got them annoyed. I'm not sure. That, or maybe I'm blaming them and we just didn't know about it. But yeah, I played Arabian Nights for the first time on Williams just the other day. Yeah, Black Knight, cool. There's probably a Dark Knight Batman pinball machine of some kind. Feels like there should be. What college should I go to? I went to University of Florida, had a mechanical engineering major. So I work as a science communicator now, so I use my technical background to help understand a bunch of technical things and talk to scientists and engineers and then help explain that to the public. Sometimes it's more in like an outreach aspect, sometimes it's more in like a hardcore scientific aspect. Yeah, go Gators! Alright, so 3 million. Let's see if we can do a little better this time. Thank you to everyone who's joining. My name's Erin. I make content about space science and pinball. I have a background, as I said, mechanical engineering, but I'm a competitive pinball player, and I'm going to, as I say up there, the Texas Pinball Festival next week. So if you happen to be going, let me know and say hi. And yeah, wish I could slap safe on this. Can't exactly move this. So yeah, just streaming today. Feel free to drop any questions about anything from pinball to space in the chat, or all of the nostalgia. And yeah, let's get this going. And like I said, super excited for Texas Pinball Festival. If you want to see a stream of actual pinball, so my hat here is for Wormhole Pinball, when they stream on Twitch. And I'll be doing commentary on the finals for one of the tournaments at the Texas Pinball Festival on, I think it's Saturday night. I'll also be competing in the classics and the women's tournament. I'm not competing in the main one, just to be able to have some extra time and so that I can stream it. But I'm super excited for it. Thank you. Appreciate the luck for the festival. And no matter how I do, it's my first time I've ever been to this one. It's really competitive. I'm just excited to be able to play some of these games that I've never played before, too. Or some of my favorites. Their Starship Troopers is going to be in the tournament, which I'm excited about. Jaws is going to be there. Labyrinth, the new pinball machine. So yeah. Yes, exactly. Some people have tried to make some physical versions of it, but it is very hard. They didn't keep in mind actual mechanical restrictions when they designed the virtual version of this game, so the part on the left middle with the pop bumpers that are raised up is really, really hard to replicate. It also has other aspects too, but that's the one that's often related. Limited entry format is terrifying. Yeah, this is my first time playing this type of pinball tournament. The women's is not limited entry, but what they're talking about is one of the formats for pinball is you get like a certain number of plays on machines. So in this case, you get 10, and your best 4 count. And it's kind of like, all right, you better hope you do well on those few, and you have to like wait in line to have another turn to be able to play. So you really got to put up your best scores and be consistent about it. The women's tournament is you play in groups, and based on if you get first, second, third, or fourth on a machine, you get different amounts of points, and whoever has the most points makes the finals for that. Have you played the Chuck E. Cheese pinball machine? I don't think so. Who made that? And or is it virtual or real? Yeah, and this is the old school inspiration for, I think, a lot of my generation of pinball players. What got us into the sport, I guess? I don't know exactly how to call it. It's kind of a sport hobby, I guess. Yeah, it was on Windows, I believe, 95, 98, and XP. I'm not sure if it made it on any operating systems beyond that. You don't see why the gender separation of pinball. You know, it's a common question I get asked. One of the main reasons is there are historically not many women competitors in pinball. And so it gives a safe space for women to be able to kind of practice and get better and bring their daughters and things like that. It's like yesterday we had a ton of like young kids that were coming and getting exposed to pinball for the first time. And yeah, it's just like kind of a fun way to be able to train, get more women into accessible, safe space in pinball and not have to worry about any types of harassment or things like that. Yes, and thank you to everyone for joining in for all the nostalgia. And yeah, and also I do play in open tournaments too. So there's women's tournaments and there's tournaments that are open to everyone. So it's not necessarily like you have to play in a separated league, but it just gives you the option and the opportunity. And I play in both. So that's why I'm playing in the classics, which is open to everyone, and I'm playing in the women's as well. And if you're interested, by the way, the Women's National Championships is coming up at the end of this month. So I think that's going to be streamed on Hot Nudge. On Twitch. How do you sign up for a tournament? So if you want to see if there's tournaments in your area, check out the IFPA, which stands for the International Flipper Pinball Association. And they have a way you can search by location and see if there's any ones in your area. And some of them you just show up. Bigger ones you do have to sign up in advance. But yeah, it's really fun. You can see what your community is like in your area. And thank you to Alma who sent the rose. Super appreciate it. Sorry if I missed that earlier. Appreciate the gift. Oh, and I think someone asked about my hat. It's Wormhole Pinball is what it says on it, which is the pinball place that I stream for on Twitch for commentary. So where can you find this? How do you get this on your PC? So you can play a browser version of it if you just Google it. And then if you look on GitHub, there is a downloadable version of it as well, so that you can have it, which is what I'm playing on right now, because it's easier to stream not off of the browser version. Oh, right out the outlet. Yeah, sure thing. Yeah, please go play it. It's very fun and brings back all the memories for sure. Alright, got my new mission accepted. Thanks for all the follows. Really appreciate it. Ooh, so close. I wonder if you can get a wizard mode on this game. So, I think there's like, the mini wizard mode is the gravity well, I'd say. It's not exactly wizard mode, and then there is like a destroy the aliens mode, but it doesn't like change anything on the playfield like a lot of, you know, basically boss battles in modern pinball machines do. So there is an aspect to it, but I would say it doesn't, from what I've seen, doesn't seem like as much as you might expect there to be for a final mode beating the game sort of deal. And yes, this was a Windows XP, and I think it was on Windows 95 and Windows 98 as well. Let me know if someone else had it on another operating system too. Those are the ones that I'm aware of. And so this actually came from, I mentioned this earlier, but like Windows isn't the one who created it. They bought the rights to it from a different pinball game that actually had 6 different tables. So if you had that game, you were actually able to play this and a number of other different games as well. So there was like a mad scientist themed one, a pirate themed one, and I'm working on getting that so I can stream it too. I know it won't hit the nostalgia in the same way, but it's fun. Yeah, so I downloaded it off of GitHub, and you can also find it on your browser. Some people have said that there's an app that has this too, but I have not seen that or looked into it, so I need to verify if you can get it in the App Store as well. Oh, I think there we go. And yeah, there are cheat codes. I tried one when I was on stream last time. I don't know if it's because I'm streaming that it like infected it not working, like the hidden test sort of thing, but there are some cheat codes that you can enter. I don't know if it works on the this version of it though. Your high score is 12 million. Nice, that's pretty great. There's been some people who've had some insane high scores on this. 9 million is what I have from when I've been streaming this the past few times, but I know when I was a kid I definitely got higher than that. I just don't remember what my high score was. Alright, I got extra ball available. Can I get it? Ooh, so close. I have had a chance to play the Godfather themed pinball. Our Cidercade in Houston has that. It's kind of wild. It's made by Jersey Jack, which is just makes a totally different type of pinball machine than Stern does. The lights and things like that are crazy. I feel like I was getting a multi-ball every 2 minutes. Passed my target training. Wow, I think I just got a loop on the soundtrack there. Yes, I am. I do currently live in Houston, so I play in the Space City Pinball League. Hit over 90 million? Wow. Well, that gives me a goal to get 10 times my high score. How long did it take you to get that? Okay, I got a relaunch on that. Yeah, so I play a number of places here in Houston. I have not been to play at other places around Texas, but I hope to make it out to What's Brewing in San Antonio and a few other places in the coming year. Very nice. So speaking of San Antonio, did you play at the What's Brewing area? I hear that they're a great one. Whew. Yeah, that's a lot of time investment. 8 hours, 6 days. Was it 6 days a week over 6 months? Alright, well, maybe I'm not going to be able to get there, but I think I have to stream this game quite a lot. Highest school library. I'm sure it was another prime place for this to get played. So all the people that mentioned Texas, are you going to the Texas Pinball Festival or Houston Arcade Expo this year? Those are, I know, the prime ones for Texas. Woo! Just barely saved that one. Oh, nice. Yeah, so we have our solar eclipse coming up, so Texas is going to be one of the prime spots for that. Honestly, I still haven't exactly decided what I'm doing, because I have the option to watch from Space Center Houston here, but I know that we're not going to have totality here for the solar eclipse, so... And thank you for Brandon for sending the rose. Appreciate it. Glad that it's giving cozy stream vibes. Appreciate you hanging out. Alright, I think I'm probably going to do another game or two, and then I'll have to probably hop off to go grab some dinner. So let's see if we can make this a good one. Oops, right out. Great start. Oh. 1 second, have to pause the text. Alright. Let's get back at it. My husband texted if I wanted Subway, so I had to say yes, because that's perfect timing. Okay. Thank you for the lightning bolt. Oh, that's awesome. I'm a Tampa Bay Lightning hockey fan, so I'll happily take a lightning bolt. Let's see how we can do on this one. think I need to get some more fuel. Let's see if I can get over there. That used to always constantly stress me out when I was a kid, whenever the low fuel came up. My go-to Subway sandwich? I am pescatarian, so I get tuna, and I feel like it's probably a not super popular answer, but the tuna salad, so just get it because it's the only option I can get there. Gotta get on that launch ramp to accept the mission. Perfect. We got our mission accepted. Field multiplier times 2, and now I need to go hit some attack bumpers up top. Okay, got a few. Just need 2 more. Perfect. Okay. That went well. Mission completed. Now we hit that ramp again to get a new one. What's the complete title of this game? So it's what's up at... oh, it is cut off for you. It's 3D Pinball Space Cadet is the official full name of it. But if you type in Windows Pinball Space Cadet, it should work for you. Alright, I think I'm going to need some more fuel once again. I think I just earned an extra ball. Fantastic. And where can I play this? Okay, so I'll need to get just next time the link queued up, but you can play this on browser, or if you go to GitHub, you can download a version of it, which is the version that I am playing here. Yep. Glitch is exactly right. Oh, let's say I'm missing or something. Okay, well, look up, if you need some additional help, PC Mag. There is an article that they published about how to get it to work, which they might have a link to another version of it off of GitHub too. That's where I originally got it from, and they might be able to troubleshoot some of those issues. I downloaded it a few months ago, so there's a chance something has changed since then, but that's where I originally did it. Alright, now I need some drop targets. PC Mag, like magazine. Yeah, you're right, PC Bag is very close. Or you can install Windows 98. Yeah, just go back and install an old operating system, you know, one of the two. Alright, I had an extra ball, so I get to go again. Yeah, let me know if you still have the issue too, or if you've downloaded it from a place that ends up working. Ah, okay. Alright, we got Ball 2 coming up. Downloaded about 2 weeks ago? Okay. Did you get it off of the same place off GitHub? Yeah, a couple other people I know have said that they downloaded it that way, so... One in the Windows XP is going on here. Yeah, well, maybe it's Windows 95 or 98, but... Yeah, playing the Throwback. Ooh, so close. And by the way, if you guys were going to see some more pinball content, what would you want to see stuff about? You know, I have my Learning to Flip series, which is about my experience of learning to play competitive pinball, and I want to keep sharing that. Even though I've gotten a little bit better now, I want to share that journey and that process. I definitely want to talk a little bit more about owning your own pinball machine, because I got my first one. It was only a $750, like, older machine from 1970, but, like, as a starter machine, and about playing in tournaments and things, different formats. But let me know if there's something else you'd want to see about the world of modern day competitive pinball. No luck, dang it. Well, see if you can just play the browser version if you want to get some nostalgia without having it downloaded. That one is much easier to access than having to download it. Yeah, competitive pinball. It's pretty fun. If you want to look it up, check out the IFPA website, which is the International Flipper Pinball Association. They're the governing body that manages national and state rankings and things like that. I had a link for it. I'll see if I can find it after this ball. Someone on my last stream dropped a good site for it, but I didn't bookmark it, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to find that again. What do I think about Bride of Pinbot? Okay, so it's an incredible pinball machine, to play, but it creeps me out a little bit. That's my hot take on Bride of Pinbot. So, but it's a wild machine. I actually just played it for the first time recently. My favorite pinball machines are usually the solid state 90s era machine. So my favorite ones are Congo and Baywatch. And then of modern machines, I really like Godzilla and I really like Labyrinth, which I am biased because I was in the trailer for that pinball machine when it was launched and I helped that company out with their social media, but I really like the gameplay of it, and it is honestly really well done. Yeah, a good story element of pinball machine is super fun. I definitely appreciate that too. That's part of the reason. One of the reasons I really like Labyrinth so much is you are navigating through the labyrinth like you are in the movie. It's very fun. And thanks for the follows and everyone who's been joining for the first time. It's been super fun to stream. Yes, Attack from Mars is also one of my favorites. There's a very good virtual version of that, so I might have to try streaming that at some point too. My local arcade has Revenge from Mars, which is the one that has a weird screen in the back of it, which I don't like as much, but it's still fun, but I like Attack from Mars a lot better. Favorite pinball machines at MLB Baseball? I don't think I've played that one. I played the Monday Night Football one, but not MLB Baseball. Nice, yes. Windows XP was also my main operating system for playing this. Alright, I need some attack bumper hits for this mission, but we got the gravity well! Woohoo! This one's always crazy. Also dangerous whenever this happens. Oh no. That was the gravity well that was making that crazy movement happen. Yes, Addams Family Power vibes for sure. That actually did me in yesterday in a tournament. It just threw my ball straight down the center. Which, I was trying to trap up in multi-ball to get control, and just right down the middle it went. Very fun, very difficult. Oh, dang it. I think I have an extra ball. We'll see. Alright. Gotta hit my targets to select my mission. In the meantime, upgrade some weapons. The other one that has that crazy magnet is also dialed in the Jersey Jack machine, which that one has an EMP blast, which is just if you get that in a tournament of your mode, I just trap up and wait. I don't normally time out modes, which is some people do in unsafe ones. That is one of the only ones I will do it in because it is so unsafe. Got our bumpers upgrade one more time. See if we can get control and hit that ramp. Perfect. Any big travel plan for tourneys? So, honestly, I'm not positive yet. I am debating going to the Chicago Pinball Expo coming up. And then San Antonio is hosting a fun Bells and Chimes tournament that is like Girl Scout themed, where they give out badges for like how you do on all the machines. And then the other big tournament I usually do locally is Houston Arcade Expo, and we have something called Space Camp here, which is like 4 tournaments over the course of 3 days, which is extremely fun. So honestly, we have so much pinball here locally in Houston now. I've gotten pretty spoiled. Alright, this is not my high score overall, but I think this is my 5th highest high score, so I gotta enter my initials in. Alright, and with that, I think I am going to have to jump off for today, because I think I'm going to have that subway arriving. Yes, thank you for the reminder on the link for the browser version. Let me see if I can find that real quick. Let me see. I can also drop where... So first of all, this is the one. I have not gotten this to work yet. I will drop this here. This is the link to supposedly all 6 tables on GitHub that were like a part of this original package. This is one I was trying to get to work earlier, and I have not gotten it to work for sure yet. But that's, if you want to look at it, that might have what you were looking for. And then let me see if I can find the virtual version. I think this is the main one that people use. So let's, and if not, I will try to look it up for next time as well, just so I can have that queued up. But those were the ones I would recommend taking a look at. So hopefully one of those works for you. And if not, like I said, hopefully I'll have something better next time. But thank you all for tuning in. Thank you to everyone who followed. If you want more awesome streams like this, hopefully I'll be doing some more of this. I've been having a bunch of fun with it. And if you have any other requests for other pinball things to stream, let me know. I might be going live at the Texas Pinball Festival as well later this week to show off some of the games and cool stuff that we'll be looking at here, as well as over on my Facebook. I know, old school Facebook, insane, but just because I had a bunch of people that followed me there during my ocean expedition, so I've been doing some live streaming there too. So thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for everyone who gifted. Thank you for everyone who followed. If you want more space, science, and pinball content, drop a follow there. And hope to see you guys next time for some more Space Cadet Pinball. Appreciate it. All right, talk to y'all next time.